All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So it's your brother Shamar coming back with another lesson. And I want to go into this article right here. This is pretty brief, but it's dealing with the Doomsday Clock. As you can see from the heading, it's from Vice. It says scientists think we're done um, scientists think we're closer to the end of the world than ever. The bulletin of the atomic scientists moved the doomsday clock 100 seconds to midnight, the closest it's ever been. And this is in history, the closest it's ever been to midnight. All right, out of the whole time frame of whenever they started the time, doomsday time clock. All right, so this just shows you the the spirit that's out there, basically the times that we're in, the days that we're living in, man. They are deadly serious, man. All right, we're living in the last days. Like you hear brothers from the apostles on down speak on, man. We're actually living in the last days, man. All right, Esau's kingdom is going down, and this place is done. America is done. All right. Why else do you think the doomsday clock has only been moving closer and closer to midnight, and hasn't been moving away? All right, and it's the reason it's moving closer is because it's just like a sign right there showing you, you know. Esau he had to even admit it, that we're at the end because they can't even deny it. They have those I'm gonna read the article, but they have those meetings where they all get together discussing the global politics and everything else going on in the world. All right, and the conclusion they come to is that we're done. That's the ultimate conclusion that they're coming to. All right, we're done. We're finished. All right, America's finished. It's out of here. All right, ain't no saving it. It's not anything. It ain't no making it better. All right, the tensions with these other countries in America getting worse. All right, these other countries they're getting ready for war. All right, the economy in America is just slowly crumbling, just going downhill. All right, everything is just all the telltale signs are out there showing you that this is the end, pretty much. All right. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article. It says scientists think we're closer to the end of the world than ever before. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, a nonprofit group of scientists and security experts who monitor the possibility of Armageddon caused by humans, has moved the doomsday clock 100 seconds to midnight, the closest to midnight the clock has been in its 75-year history. So this is basically unprecedented. It's never been there. As close as it's ever been in history, historical thing. All right, but this is just like I said, showing you the state of America and the state that things are in across the whole world as a whole. Everything is leading towards destruction. That's why it's called the doomsday clock. All right, that doomsday is coming, is fastly approaching. All right, that day of destruction, man. All right, that day of everything just being bad, because they don't know exactly how it's gonna play out, but they know that it's over with. Basically, that's why they're moving it closer and closer, because the signs are just being more and more evident that we are at the end. All right, but continuing on, it says humanity continues to face two simultaneous existential dangerous dangers, nuclear war and climate change that are compounded by a threat multiplier, cyber-enabled information warfare that undercuts society's ability to respond. And the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists said in a statement the international security situation is dire, not just because these threats exist, but because world leaders have allowed the international political infrastructure for managing them to erode. According to the bulletin, the doomsday clock is a visual representation of how close humanity is to ending itself. All right. And it's not humanity that's doing it. All right. It's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost. All right. Yeah, it's Esau who's causing this to happen, man. All right. It ain't humanity as a whole. We don't all want to, everybody as a whole doesn't want to make war happen. All right, everybody as a whole doesn't want to cause global warming or all these other stuff that Esau be talking about. No, it's Esau doing these things. When he says it's humanity that's making it happen, really he just don't want to take the blame for it, but it's him, you know. But continuing on, it says every year since the clock's inception in 1947, a group of scientists and experts gathered together to discuss the possibility of the end of the world and adjust the clock accordingly. It's meant as a warning. Yeah, this is a warning to Esau, all right, that his kingdom is over with and it's on its way out of here. That's what the warning is, all right? And I'm gonna just read this last little part. Yeah, these last little two paragraphs. At 100 seconds to midnight, the bulletin is saying it believes Earth is closer to global disaster than at any other time in its history. Both Russia and the U.S. pulled out of the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty in 2019, a Cold War era pact that prohibited cruise missiles and land-based ballistic missiles with ranges between 311 and 3,420 miles. In the weeks after leaving the treaty, both Russia and the U.S. started testing new nuclear weapons. New START and Obama-era treaty limiting the number of missiles the U.S. and Russia can deploy will expire in February, and I believe that's what, next month, I think. Unless it's renewed, Russia has said it wants to renew the treaty, but America is dragging its heels and indicating it may let the treaty lapse. So this is not a humanity thing, like it said further up. Humanity causing the end of the world. No, it's America, aka it's Esau, man. He's causing the end of the world. He's causing these issues and stuff because, like I said, Russia wants. They're all for it, making that pact. But what is America doing, dragging its heels, BSing? Because they don't want to do that. They want to go to war, man. All right. But it says as these treaties fail, both sides are developing new types of nuclear weapons aimed at circumventing existing defense systems. Yeah, I'm gonna read this last little section right here. I have to admit, at first we set the clock in November. Sharon Squasani, a member of the Bulletin and a professor at the Institute for International Science and Technology Policy at George Washington University, said during the press conference announcing a new Doomsday clock's time. This was before the recent military action by the U.S. and Iran. Iran's threat that it might lead the nuclear non-proliferation treaty and North Korea's abandonment of talks with the United States. We're rapidly losing our bearings in the nuclear weapons landscape. So this was before all these things has happened, like I said. So really, whatever they do the next meeting is going to be even closer, because they already decided that before all these recent things with, U.S. bombing that dude Salami or whatever his name is, all right, and all that other stuff is just mentioned. So it's just showing you, like I said, the state that America is in, man. I'm gonna read the scripture right here. This is 2 Ezra 9:1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." Now we measuring it through the scriptures, all right. And how's Esau measuring? All right, with that doomsday clock, but he know that his time is up. They measuring the time with the doomsday clock as far as when the end is gonna happen, and they know that that end is near. All right, it's right around the corner. Things are only getting worse, escalating tensions building up. All right. Esau knows that his destruction is on the way, man. Hey, that's why it says what it says in Revelation 12:12. All right. So continuing on in verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and you're seeing these things go on. All right. And that's why you're seeing these things happen, because we're at the end. That's why you're seeing all these signs going on. All right. More and more people going to be, they're already protesting around the world, but it's going to be happening more so in America. All right. You're going to start seeing more uproars of the people in America because you're seeing it in the world already. It just is not happening in America yet. All right. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is made manifest, And that's exactly what's going on, man. All right, the end is being made manifest. All right, we're seeing the signs that Yahweh Shem Yahushai told us to look out for. All right, we're seeing everything play out that Yahweh Shem Yahushai said would happen. So we're seeing it be made manifest, literally. All right, so the brothers should be like, more upbeat in the spirit, more positive. All right, because we're that much closer to being to the kingdom with having all these prophecies pop off and happen. All right. But continuing on, it says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. And we see that, man. We're seeing all the signs, man. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's showing us that we're in the last days, man. All right. So we should be making sure that we on point, knowing that the times that we're in, knowing the times and the seasons that we're in, man. We're in the time of America going down. We're in the time of that, like it's that doomsday clock. We're in the time of that doom and destruction coming here to America, man. They know that it's coming soon, but they don't have an exact time frame when it's going to happen. They just know we're very near that time. Even Esau has to admit it. His so-called scientists and all these other people that meet up that determine the doomsday clock position. All right, and we know from the signs that Yahweh Shem Yahushai revealed from us to us. All right, we got the prophecies in the scriptures that Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave us as a layout to know that these things will happen when we're living in the last days, and we are living in the last days. All right, and it's made manifest, and we're at the end. Right? Yeah, I just wanted to go into this article right here, real quick, because it's just another sign showing you the times that we're living in, man. Even Esau, scientists and all that, they have to admit we're living in the last days pretty much. All right, for the doomsday clock to be that much closer. Okay, and I'm gonna read these, finish off this, and then wrap it up with that. In verse 7, it says, "And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed." And this is how we're going to escape, man. All right, because that doomsday is coming, and when these people, these scientists that meet up talking about the doomsday being closer and near, are they sitting here telling everybody how to get ready, be prepared for that? No. Are they saying that people are going to be safe? What should you do? They're not saying none of those things, man. They're just letting you know that, hey, that destruction is on its way, man. And what are people doing out here in the world? They're continuing on with their life like nothing is wrong. A lot of people don't even know the doomsday clock is that close to midnight. That's how simple the people are in the world. They don't even keep up with what's going on. All right. Yet the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the way that we're going to be, delivered, all right, from that day of doom that's on the way here, that destruction, all right, that's going to come as a thief in the night. The way that we're going to be saved is by our works and by our faith, man, whereby we have believed. And that's why we have to continue to believe, continue to keep the faith, and continue to work, put in work for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, doing his will. Because this is how we're going to escape all the destruction and doom that's coming. All right, these other people out here in the world, when that doom and destruction comes here, they're going to be caught up out there because they don't have that hedge of protection around them. They didn't even know it was on the way. Neither did they care. All right. Yet we know what's headed here, man. All right. Like the scriptures say, I'm not quoting it verbatim, a wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. You're gonna make sure you're doing what you need to do in order to be protected in that time to come, because you can't physically save yourself from all the destruction that's going to be coming here to America, man. When all hell breaks loose, martial law happening, and all type of other things are going down, you can't physically protect yourself, man. All right, even if you got a gun, doesn't matter. You're gonna run out of bullets. All right. Who's to say you even buy your gun when stuff pops off? All right. So at the end of the day, all you can do is trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, to be with you in that time, man, when everything does happen, all right. And in verse 8, it says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So this is how we're going to be preserved from these sad perils, man. All right, by our faith and by our works. All right, and by believing, man. Believing everything that Yahweh Shem Yahushai told us. All right, he said he's going to protect us in that time. Hey, believe it, man, and do what you need to do in order for you to have that protection around you when that time comes. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Like I said, I just wanted to speak on this article real quick because it shows the times that we're in, and that the mind the mind frame that we need to be in. They doing what we need to do to maintain ourselves, man, and His faith first and foremost. All right. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna give all praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone. And Shalom to I came out there preaching His word in true sincerity. Oh yeah, and one other thing, in case brothers don't know, um, let me see. Yeah, I had to make a backup page because Esau, he flagged this page. That's why I didn't make a video on it a while ago. So yeah, that's my backup page right there. GMS, the straight gay bar. So in case my this page right here, in case it ever gets flagged and I can't post or nothing, I ain't gonna be able to give an update pretty much like last time. So in case I'm not posting on here, I ever get flagged, that's the backup page. Yeah, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.